Do guys come more if they are more turned on haven't came in a while? It's totally random for me. I can have a fantastic orgasm and it'll dribble. Sometimes it feels okay, but I blast like a fire hose. I've noticed my sexual pleasure and volume increases with exercise. When I started racing sailboats 2 years ago, I was pretty convinced that I was gonna get someone pregnant. I did. You don't believe him? Yep, let's say after a week of not nutting there is quite a bit more, maybe even double, compared to a nut on the next day. Yes, though the amount stabilizes after a few days. It's not like one of those NNN idiots will paint a wall on December 1st. Hydration is a factor. Frequency is a factor. Health is a factor. Genetics is a factor. Diet is a factor. The load will be larger the longer he's been stimulated without cuming during that session. I couldn't jerk it for 2 weeks due to an operation, stuck in hospital and first bit of recovery. After that it was the most voluminous orgasm I have had in a while, and it just kept spilling out lol. After that, things started to get back to normal and really just depends on the frequency of the orgasms. I definitely produce more if I'm like more into the person or super turned on. I'm curious to hear thoughts on edging vs non-edging. I definitely produce a substantial amount after edging for like an hour. What's up with that? Is it like building up a kamehameha? Turned on a lot, yeah. I've had a shit ton come out on a girl, and it pretty much completely painted her region down there. Needless to say, my little coconuts felt like they were dry and it did feel sore for a bit after. Yeah, you definitely shoot a bigger load if you haven't jacked off in a few days, up to a point obviously. But most guys jerk off every 1 or 2 days, so you definitely notice the difference when it's been a week. Also, for the second aspect of the question, level of horniness doesn't usually affect load size, but it definitely affects viscidity and projectile distance. Acroropiness. When I'm super turned on or have been edging, I'm more likely to shoot thinner goop at a more aggressive speed, causing a further distanced projectile. Sorry to be so crass, but hey, no stupid questions, no stupid answers. Personally, it gets so much better in every aspect the longer I go without it. Load size, orgasm strength, and love authenticity. Quantity is based on days without. There's a max volume that's based on individual biology. Color, which you didn't ask about, is also based on days without. Semen is generated by the prostate. It's mixed with gonadal secretions, sperm. Sperm count makes semen white. Semen production is constant. Sperm production, while constant, is far slower. Some guys come more than others. Young adults generally more than old. Guys who drink a lot of water more than those who are dehydrated, etc. Internet lore says that zinc supplements can increase the amount, but I haven't seen the scientific studies. There's a condition called hyperspermia where some guys just shoot amazing, shocking amounts of jizz. There's an obviously an FSW subreddit for that. Also, yes, most guys will come more when they haven't in a while. But sometimes the first one is almost like shooting blanks, and the second or third one in a session day whatever is where the larger volumes start to happen. For me, it's not about how turned on I am, but how long I've been turned on. If you're so hot that I jizz 45 seconds after we start, it'll probably be a teeny amount. But if you are hot, and we can keep me horny, and going for a long time before I ejaculate, like a half hour or more, the final fireworks show will probably whitewash your face or whatever. And I'm pushing 50. Thanks for listening to my TED Talk. I'm really grateful that this knowledge has been at least a little bit useful. 25 more. Oh yeah. One time I came so hard I pulled out and it shot over her head while laying on her back. I've never had so much pressure behind a burst. Yes. After my GF gets off her period for what feels like forever, we have sex and I like completely drench my entire house with semen cause I'm so backed up. But after a couple days it goes back to normal. Sometimes. But there are far more variables than that, such as hydration. Also, if there is some playing with the dick just like a vagina, been married for a while, I can make my wife come in like a minute if I want. But it isn't a good-o. That takes time. Same for my dick. If we just have a quickie, I come. But it isn't even close to the I have if there is foreplay and we have time for a session. That's what we call it when the kids are away and we have time to eat some delicious food, drink some wine, and then go upstairs and take our time. I come way more and way harder after a session. Yeah. Guys will come more if they are 1 well hydrated, 2 take certain supplements like zinc, 3 haven't come in a while, 4 edge so working it up for an hour or 2, 5 have hyperspermia,